Hey guys, it's Sakina of My Brown Sparkles, and I want to make a quick video to kind of show y'all the garden that I'm redoing for my parents. I wasn't going to do it this year, 2023, because I'm planning on, I won't be living with them for very much longer. So I was like, I don't want to get too attached, because gardening definitely is something that I love to do, and I didn't want to get overly attached, but I think I can do this and just let it be. And then once they, like, if they decide to take care of it, they can. If not, that's on them, whatever. But I really enjoy like knowing that I can just really start a garden from scratch and it be a successful garden. I feel like I've accomplished something. I'm now a gardener. I understand how to like research fertilizers and things like that. So today I'm going to show you the area. It's been cleared. It had a lot of grass and weeds growing in it from just, you know, the springtime new growth, and the old like dead okra stalks from last year. If you haven't checked out my video from last year, I think I might have posted it this year actually, but it's from last year's garden where I had okra and squash growing. You can check that out. I'll link it below. But yeah, I'm gonna just kind of show you the area. I cleared it out completely this time, and then I'm gonna show y'all a really easy, inexpensive seed starting method that you can use to start seeds from home and just save money on, you know, gardening supplies. You don't really have to spend a lot of money on gardening supplies at all. So that's what I'm gonna share with you today. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm Sakina. I'm your eco-friendly sustainability hostess with the mostest. Please do not judge me. Sunday is the Lord's day, and I've been trying to really hone in on that and live it. So Sundays I really try my best not to do much, because Monday through Saturday I'm working, whether it's at a job or whether it's in real estate. I'm working and doing things and running around, and I really try to make Sunday the day where I'll stop and just rest, because on the seventh day the Lord rested, right? So here I am resting outside in the garden and making this video, and that's why I have my little turban on. This is not a bonnet, okay? I rebuke the bonnet. I rebuke the bonnet. This is actually a turban. Even if you can't tell, it's a turban, and I have on this little romper right now. It's a really cute little spring romper. But yeah, let me show you guys everything, and yeah, we'll get into this video. Right, guys, so don't judge the grass. Definitely need a grass cut out here, or mow the lawn, I should say. But this is the plot, the area where we have the garden. The garden grows here. I cleared this area out entirely yesterday. I put on some Bobby Caldwell Pandora and was just singing my heart out while clearing out all the weeds. I do see one right there that I'm gonna step in there and get. Let's see. But it took me about, I would say, maybe 30 or 45 minutes to pick out all of the weeds. Right now we have a ton of silkworms hanging from the trees, and I think overnight they must have eaten a lot of leaves, and that's why you see little green leaves everywhere. Those were not here yesterday. I think they're eating the leaves on the trees, and the remaining bits are falling into the garden. So one thing I did do yesterday was I had new dirt, and I planted some seeds. I don't typically like to start seeds in a seed starter, just because I'm like, if they can't make it out in the wild, then they ain't gonna make it at all. That's my philosophy. But I am gonna show y'all a quick seed starting method. I just really thought about doing this. I was like, oh, I can use this to try to start some of these seeds. But what I did was I took the seeds that were good for March planting. I went ahead and planted those seed types. And in the four corners of this box, I have zinnia flowers. I've never grown those, so I'm gonna see if I can start them from the earth as opposed to seed starting them. And then I also put some habanero peppers, I believe, in one of these areas. So I think it's the center area right here. So each corner of this box has zinnia, so I want zinnias growing in every corner. So we have some really colorful flowers. Over here, I think I started habanero peppers, and then over here I did something else. I think tomato seeds are in here. It's either habanero peppers or tomato seeds. Actually, tomato seeds are over here, I remember now, and habanero pepper seeds are in here. And I'm just gonna start them here. Obviously they're gonna need a bigger area to thrive. So I can either put them in the center here of the garden, or I can put them in this pot here. But this pot has an ant bed. The ants took over this pot during the winter time. So now all of this dirt needs to be tossed out, and I need to get a new bag of dirt for this pot. We have going on for the garden bed. Very simple. I did kind of till the soil a little bit with the hoe to loosen it up. I mean, when I first planted the seeds last year and the plants last year, I put several bags of fresh soil on here. So a lot of this topsoil is from new bagged soil. I will probably end up purchasing more bags just to cover this entire area eventually, but I want to see how much life and juice is left in the soil that's here. And I do have fertilizer as well, so that will be helpful. But yeah, now I'm gonna go and show you guys how to start seeds from scratch at home. So this is my topsoil that I purchased yesterday at the farmer's store, like the farmer's supply store. It was like $3.99, very, very inexpensive. And this, my friends, is an old egg container. And a lot of times when I eat eggs, I don't always eat the yolks because, you know, it's a lot of calories in yolk. So I'll do like 1 yolk and like 2 egg whites. And so oftentimes I save the eggs with the yolks inside of the container in the fridge. And I was just about to throw this away. Then I realized, oh, you know what? I'm going to use this as a seed starter, because this is exactly what the seed starter material is made out of. It's made out of this, I forgot what it's called, but it's a biodegradable container made out of like paper and stuff like that. So you can actually put this directly in the ground if you want to. One thing you can do, and I recommend you doing this, is take a a toothpick, and poke several holes in there just to aid in drainage so that it doesn't start to mold, because these do mold very easily. You can actually purchase this material of seed starting cups or planters on Amazon very, very cheaply. But why do that if you have an egg container or egg carton that you can use? And each of these little compartments is perfect for starting a seed. So I'm gonna go find a toothpick and I'm gonna poke some holes in here just to aid in the drainage so that they don't mold too fast. And then we're going to plant us some seeds. And these are the seeds that I'm working with today. These are the good ones, the ones that are good for March through April. I think for Texas, yeah, the basil's gonna be good too. And I think basil is definitely one of the few that I recommend actually starting in a seed starter, because it's very finicky. I was actually able to grow basil in a pot, a small pot, as opposed to a seed starting pot last year, but it did take a while. So, and I had to use several seeds. So I'm actually going to try to start a few, and then I want to start some zinnias just because I've never grown zinnias, so I don't really know how hard they are. I'm probably going to do a little bit of everything just to kind of test everything out and see how long it takes for them to actually grow, and then I will transplant them over into the actual garden bed when they get to a decent size. Alright, so I'm gonna avoid the ones that have egg residue, and I'm just gonna put dirt in these first 6. Oh shoot, I forgot to do something. Give me 1 second. What I just did is I just wrote with a Sharpie what I'm planting in each section. So basil, zinnia, tomato, and then the habanero will go here. And I'm gonna put some soil in each of these little components, and then I will put the seeds in, and that's it. I'll set it on the porch, let them get plenty of sunlight, and they'll probably sprout by, I don't know, a day or 2. Got some basil seeds here. I'm gonna plant them in the garden, in the pots. Okay, I've got the last ones, which are habanero seeds. I'll just drop about 3 or 2 or 3 in each section. Stick them in the dirt. If they don't go down, then I'll cover them with another layer of soil. Most of these, you are supposed to plant them in about a 1/4 inch of soil, so that's about right. Just want to make sure that they stay moist the entire time, so you can water them with a spray bottle by spraying the soil. Or if you want to water them with a watering can, just be very careful that you don't soak them too much, because they can obviously kill the seeds and just overwater. But yeah, this is it, guys. Very, very simple. Another thing you can do, depending on, you know, how type A you are, is you can take a knife and cut this down to cut out the sections if you like. So I kind of like cutting it sometimes down the middle to create pots of 6 as opposed to a whole full 12. But it's completely up to you. It works either way. Just make sure they get plenty of sunlight and that they stay moist. You can also do plastic wrap over the top to kind of create like a sauna effect or greenhouse effect that also helps start seeds incredibly fast. So that's one little trick that I do sometimes, is I'll put plastic wrap over it and it'll create that greenhouse like effect, and those seeds will start like overnight.
2 weeks later.
But yeah, that is all I have for you guys. I hope that this video was interesting to you, and I will show you the results very, very soon. Bye.